Hello everyone. Welcome to the third episode of WICSO. In the last episode, we saw Judea's redemption arc and we seen more countries form and expand, and of course we saw the square team forming between the Egyptians and the Judeans. Alright, let's get into the episode. So we are actually going to start the episode in East Asia. So we are going to see Tokyonica and Korea work together on exploring the unknown land around them. Both of these nations will expand, with Korea expanding north while Tokyonica will get Sakhalin and some of mainland Siberia. In the region of China, Korean explorers will start exploring the area. They start exploring the area largely, and the Korean explorers will decide to rest in the area. It is until they decided to form their own civilization. Abandoning Korea. We now have China's existence happening. When Korea finds out what happened to the missing explorers, they are absolutely furious at China for abandoning them. Anyways, China will expand among the coast and manages to develop themselves. We are now going to move on to Europe, where we will focusing on Rome. So they will send explorers to the western part of Europe, where they discover the existence of more Western European lands. The explorers somehow manage to cross the Pyrenees Mountains, and we finally have Rome expanding their nation north. We go into northern Africa as we see Egypt and Judea sending explorers to discover the remaining area in northern Africa. They manage to discover all of the coast among the Mediterranean Sea. This is where we see that another new nation will form. Hello Carthage! So Egypt will now expand on the coast, trying to connect to the new Carthaginian nation. Carthage will do the same, and now Egypt and Carthage now have contact with each other. Meanwhile in Europe, the Romans will manage to discover the rest of the Iberian Peninsula. And the Romans will now expand across the Pyrenees Mountains and will now expand along the coast a lot. In Carthage, as they see the rapid Roman expansion, they will now expand east, in hoping to not let Rome reaching the Moroccan area in northern Africa. Okay, we will now go to a different place that a new nation will be forming there. We are going to look at the region of Nigeria/Gabon, where people will be isolated in the area and will create their own nation. This is the Kingdom of Sao Tome and Principe. This country is very unique as their capital is on an island while they expand among the coast of mainland Africa. We move back to Europe as we look in the Balkans. Oh boy, there are going to be a lot of things that will happen here. So remember when Judea invaded the Yellow Anatolians in the last episode? Well, the remaining Yellow Anatolians, in which I am now going to call Greece from now on, the exiles will begin to scatter in all areas in the Balkans. Oh dear. So these states in the Balkans are from the remaining exiles from the Yellow Anatolians, and it has created a huge mess in there. As we can see that Illyria has expanded and Romania also expanded on, where they changed the location of their capital in the center of their country. We will be looking at the land in Caucasus where the Judeans, Mesopotamians, and the Crimeans will be expanding in the territory there. We see that Asia is starting to become more explored as the Caspian and the Aral Sea will be discovered. And we are going to see two more nations that will be forming there. So we have the pink Aralstan country forming, and we have the lime Caspian country forming. These are people who decided to settle here and move on from their old countries. These two civilizations will now expand their territories. In the north of the Persian Gulf, there will be a new country forming. I am going to name this country Kaja. We will now be going to pay attention to Mesopotamia as they will be expanding. As you can see, the Mesopotamians have expanded along the Persian region. In the area of Eastern Europe, the Crimeans and the Russians will be expanding their territory greatly. We are going to go back in East Asia as this region will grow. So Tokyonica will decide to send their ships and explore and discover the existence of the island of Taiwan. Wait, this island is already occupied? Okay, so what Tokyonica thought it is just an empty island with no civilization controlling it, which is where they are very wrong, as they found the nation of Taipei Haven. This country is very unique as they are a very unique type of government that allows their people to choose what their leaders are. This in which confuses the Tokyonicans as every nation is a monarchy, so they see this society as an anomaly. We are going to look at the Square Alliance as they will be expanding into Africa minimally. Judea also has planned to finish off the Greeks that they never get to wipe them out completely, but things will change a bit. As Rome is slowly growing their empire and getting more powerful decade by decade, the Romans will form the Triangle Alliance with the Greeks. Judea will absolutely be pissed off and furious about this news as their plans to get rid of the Greeks have been ruined. We will now have tensions between the Square team and the Triangle duo. This even escalates further as Carthage will join the Square Alliance. Alright, this will be the end of the third episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye.